are here. It is Wednesday night. Me and my boy Elton. We got a good show for y'all today. Good show. It's your boy DMV back with another one. Hey, what's up, Elton?
What up, everybody?
All right, so tell everybody what we got today, man.
We actually got our top 5 DTs in the draft. And actually, we'll talk about the miscellaneous Cowboy stuff after that.
All right, cool. So I start this week. All right, so my number 5 is the guy out of Michigan, Rashawn Gary. About 6'5", 283 from Michigan. I saw him kind of line up in various positions. I think Michigan kind of runs like a hybrid kind of 3-4-ish.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of weird. Sometimes they switch in between, but a lot of times I saw him playing defensive end in kind of their 3-4 look. But I look at him more as a 3 technique in the 4-3. I love his motor. Not sure about his pass rushing moves. It's kind of weird because we drafted Taco from Michigan, and it just seems like their pass rushing moves at Michigan are just vanilla to me. But nonetheless, he's pretty strong. He has some bend if you put him out at the end. And I have him at my number 5.
Mine is Jeffrey Simmons out of Michigan State.
Yeah.
I said Mississippi State.
Yeah, I'm about to say, don't mess up that school, man.
Yeah, Mississippi State. So, to me, his NFL comparison looking at him would be like Richard Seymour.
Mm-hmm.
He actually slides down the line seamlessly. You actually see him sliding off blocks great. I mean, he always got great penetration. He always puts the pocket. But sort of like you said with Rashawn Gary, he don't really have a whole bunch of moves. It is basically, I'm going to power you. But I love his hands. But, I mean, he doesn't really have a bunch of moves that beat whoever he's going against. He is just, to me and College, he without better everybody else. Like, I am just better than you, so I'm going to beat you.
Okay, so let me ask you a question, because I have him as in my honorable mention. What do you think he is? Like, as far as like the position that he would play as I guess a D tackle.
I think probably because I think they could develop his moves probably at one technique.
You said a what?
One. I think they can make
Actually, I kind of have him as like a 3 in the 4-3 because the one thing that I did notice was that, like, you know, well, he had better tape against Iowa, and I did see him line up in the 1 a lot. But I kind of felt like some of the time they should have kept him out of there. I thought that as a 3, he would have been much better. Because when I saw him, I mean, maybe it was just that I saw bad Alabama tape. Alabama tore his ass up. But then against Iowa, he looked much better. So very well could have been like the how do I say it? The level of competition, which I mean, you can see more of the. Then again, Bama got like the best center, one of the centers in the game. So he handled every damn body. Every time I look at these D tackles on this damn list, he was tearing their ass up. So I mean, could have very well just been the competition, but. Nonetheless, I'm going to start with my number 4. 4 is your favorite guy, Dexter Lawrence out of Clemson. In my opinion, out of all of these guys, I think that he has the best, even over Quinnen, I think he has the best talent out of all of these guys. He's explosive. I mean, when you watch him on tape, as opposed to all the other guys, he's the only one, in my opinion, that really just jumps out at you the entire time. Yeah, I know that there's some red flags and stuff. I mean, that's partially why I got him at number 4. But as far as upside, I believe he has the most upside out of anybody in this DT class.
Yep, I agree.
So what you got? Who's your 4?
My number 4 is going to shock a lot of people because he's probably everybody's number 1, Quinnen Williams.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, explain that one to me.
Quinnen Williams, like I always say, he actually looked like Geno Atkins to me.
Okay.
To me, he has a decent first step, great actually power and bull rush. He actually has pretty good moves. He actually set up his pass rush to his power great. But to me, I know a lot of people would think this is petty. To me, his biggest weakness is he went to Bama,
Yeah.
and they all in that system. Everybody looks great. You look dominant because everybody on the defense is a 5-star. So they always kill. But it seems like to me when they get to the league, when all right, everybody's good, they don't pop. So to me, maybe he breaks that mold, but to me, I'm like, is is he really better than Deron Payne? I'm like,
I mean, that's the one position that I will say Bama has done well at, in my opinion. Because I mean, it depends on if you say Marcel Darius is a good player, you know.
hmm,
And I mean, that's the only position that you really can't really hide guys inside interior wise. Like if you're playing the nose or maybe a three technique, you might be able to hide a three technique with a good one. But for Quentin, I kind of see him. He did a little bit of both, 1 and 0, which I thought that versatility alone, with his size and only being 289, was kind of amazing in my opinion. Because a lot of these guys are around 289, but they're mostly three techniques. He kind of manned the middle, but I mean, you got a good point. He played at Bama, so what do we got? Wait, number 3.
yep.
My number 3 is Ed Oliver from Houston, 6'3", 292. The big thing that jumps out at me is his versatility and how explosive and athletic he is. Dude. Very explosive and athletic, man. But probably some of the cons that I can see is he can play a little high. The athleticism, he's out athleting people. Athleting, how do you say it? He's
out athletic.
Yeah, out athleticing everybody out there right now. So he's gonna need some coaching. But as far as explosion, that really jumped out at me when I watched his tape. Wasn't just his highlights, but if you watch his game tape as well, I think the tape that I really wanted to watch was Memphis, because Memphis,
has a great line.
Yeah, I thought they had a really good old. And to be honest with you, Memphis ran all over their ass. They was kind of moving them out of the way, but it's just one guy against everybody, and Memphis was doing that to damn near everybody. They did that to UCF too. So I mean, I definitely see some explosion out of Ed Oliver, and I think that he's my number 3.
Mine's is Dexter Lawrence. Okay. I mean, to me, I said he is an athletic Sam Adams. And okay. if anybody watched football in the late 90s, the early 2000s, Sam Adams was a beast.
Why can't we have a Sam Adams? I need a big fat guy that's just a hog. You know what I mean? Like, we just don't believe in that for some reason.
And my traits for him is he's a rock. Mm-hmm. And I actually think they actually said during his whole time in college, he had never missed a tackle.
What?
They said he's never missed a tackle. And then when you look at the tape, you're like,
yeah,
you don't ever,
bro. He just handles you.
Yeah, as soon as he touches you, play's over. I mean, he damn has Herculean strength. I mean, the way he throws linemen off you. I mean, damn, he moves well for his size and his IQ. It is like he damn near knows the play. I'm like, whew. But like you said, his biggest issue is the red flags. Like I said, if Dallas had a first round pick, that is the guy.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm with you on that. All right, so we at number 2. My number 2 is a guy that I hit you with a text earlier, and I was just like, I hit you with the little bug eyes. Christian Wilkins out of Clemson, 6'4", 315. For one, I like that size, man. I like the 315. And just seeing how versatile he was, I think that he could fit in any system. Anybody would be lucky to draft him in any system, the 3-4, whether it's the 4-3. The athleticism was just through the roof. He takes double teams really well. He does a great job of slanting against the zone. So when you see like the zone people, like for example, if he sees the defensive line, the offensive line, moving in the zone, he's beating that guy using his shoulder to beat the guy coming across him, and he's there to make the play. So that stood out to me on tape. He's always around the football. Every time it seemed to be a loose football, his ass is picking it up with it and running. You know what I'm saying? And you can't really teach that type of an instinct. But the biggest con that I saw him get tired when I watched some game tape. And when he gets tired, he compromises his technique. But as far as a first rotational type of guy in the NFL, I think that that's the type of guy that you would want to bring on.
Yeah. My number 2, Christian Wilkins.
Okay. You said you had Christian too?
Christian and number 2. And to me, I said his comparison is Leroy Glover.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I said, man, he has dynamic lateral explosions, sort of like you said. When he moves down the line, it's a wrap. Versatile pass rusher and actually run stopper. His moves great. The way he diagnosed, sort of like with Dexter Lawrence, you can tell they in the film room because the way they diagnose the play, you like he's almost seeing this like a quarterback. All right,
yeah,
like all right. When the damn quarterback lifts his leg up, that is what they doing. They is about to run this gap. Oh, well, it's a quick screen. He jumps up and bats the ball down. He great technician. I damn called him a supreme technician. He does everything.
Absolutely. And he plays fullback. I didn't even mention that part. When I saw that, I was like, oh, my God, our goal line packages. We ain't going to get them, but I was just saying.
Oh.
I was like, our goal line packages, oh, man. With instant upgrade. You know what I'm saying? My number 1 was Quentin Williams, Alabama. For the most part, he's everybody's number 1, and I definitely understand what you were saying. The biggest thing for me, I loved his versatility as far as the 1 tech in the 0 tech. I don't really think, and maybe I need to go a little bit deeper, but I don't think you have in this draft as many original nose guard types. And with the 3-4 teams out there, that is going to be a must. You know what I'm saying? And the big time, he played against big time competition. As far as like what you said about Dexter, I see him as a rock. I didn't see him get moved. I seen him take double teams well. Seen him fight through double teams well. Maybe it is just him being a product of being around Bama, but I just saw a guy that could really, really make plays, and he can start for you day one without question. Like you're not even thinking about it twice. A couple of these guys you could think about, okay, they might be a rotational guy starting off, but when I look at Quentin, I automatically day one, like he's going to start on your roster if you draft him.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Who's your 1?
My number 1. Ed Oliver.
Okay.
Ed Oliver.
I see why you say that, though. I see why you say that.
Ed Oliver, to me, his comparison is Aaron Donald. Body type and all. To me, I actually put it explosive first step. He damn has an unstoppable motor athlete. You will damn see him run the damn play down all the way down the field. He damn has multiple moves. Like you said, the only thing I really noticed, he actually can get bullied in the run game.
Yeah. And I know how you feel about that because we talked about this a little bit earlier. You said pass rushing ability is more important these days. Can you explain to everybody your theory on that?
Yeah, because in actually today's NFL, if you look at it, the average NFL team is probably a 70 to 30 pass to run ratio. I don't even think teams care about giving up the run,
Mm-hmm.
which which is backwards if you think about it, because the run is set up to pass, but most actually D linemen now is just coming after the quarterback, and if they get to the running back, fine. Because if you look at the NFL, how many teams are really good at stopping a run, game in and game out? Probably not many.
To be honest with you, we're one of the most stout run stopping defenses, and I don't really believe we were that good at stopping the run. I just think teams quit running the football. That's just how I feel. I don't think that like when teams really wanted to impose their will on us,
yeah,
like Washington that first game with AP,
the Colts,
yeah, the Colts, the Rams,
Seattle that first game.
yeah. You're absolutely right. So when teams really stuck with it and wanted to impose it, they were able to. Maybe Seattle wasn't able to do that the second time around because, as you know, Jason Garrett coached teams. Like if they get to a second time at seeing something, for the most part, they're going to win every single time. So
yeah, because the Redskins the second time, AP didn't do nothing.
Exactly. So I don't think we're as stout stopping the run as it may seem, but we gotten better. We got better at it. The year prior, we were a lot worse.
Yeah.
And so
I think because is sort of like my Sam Adams point. If our DTs free up Van Dash and Jalen Smith, we're gonna stop the run all day.
Yeah.
And the damn games we didn't, because the O lineman was on the linebackers, and everybody who knows football knows if the O lineman gets to the running linebackers, it is going to be a long day in the run game.
Absolutely.
I don't damn care how good you are, because Ray Lewis will tell you the best middle linebacker in damn history. He loved having Sam Adams and damn Goose in front of him. Because why? He already knew the lineman was never going to touch him. Majority of the play. So all he had to do was read and shoot.
Yeah, in our scheme, for some odd reason, they don't believe in getting size. They don't believe in size. They like lean guys to be your 3 and your 1 for some odd reason. I never really understood that because if you look at how do I say Marinelli's probably I could be wrong, but didn't he coach the defensive line in Tampa when they were good?
Yeah, when they damn had Sapp and Booger McFarland.
Okay, yeah, exactly. Two big ass dudes that can move. I don't understand like why all of a sudden we want to keep this like lane thing going. Your best success came from big ass athletic dudes that clogged the lane and got upfield. So why can't we mimic that? Like, what's the problem with getting size and beefing in there? And Warren Sapp wasn't no chump. It wasn't like I can find this guy. I can find a guy off the street and come in and do this. That wasn't Sapp. Sapp was highly touted.
Yeah, probably he then would have went higher if it wasn't for red flags. Same with Ray Lewis.
Absolutely. So that's it for our top 5, man. We'll get to some of these comments. But for some odd reason, although we already talked safety a couple of weeks ago, people want to talk safety today. And although we just dedicated a whole show, did a whole bunch of homework on D tackles, like we ain't really talking about that in the comment section. A lot of people are talking safety. So, where are you with the safety position right now?
The safety position is depressing to me for obvious reasons, because I've come to the realization the guy I wanted safety, it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah,
and I don't blame them for that because I don't want to pay that money.
yeah,
Honestly, and I'm think I'm told you this. Honestly, right now, if I can have my perfect way, actually that Tanks franchise, I would call Oakland and ask, do y'all want them for y'all 2 picks? And I would take the 26th and 28th pick. And I would try for Atlee and damn Destic Lawrence.
yeah, yeah. I'm with you.
I already know that's not going to happen. I'm just saying, in my perfect world.
In my opinion, it couldn't have been orchestrated better by Earl Thomas himself, him coming to our locker room. And what I think he did was, I think Earl used the Cowboys' name to get leverage in his negotiations going forward, whether it was going to be Seattle or whoever's going to come. Because everybody and their mama knows Dallas wants him, right? And I think they did want him. When they found out that price tag, dude, like, somebody gonna be willing to pay it though. Somebody gonna pay it. It just won't be Dallas.
Honestly, I probably would give him the money because I know what it would do for my defense. I then wouldn't be happy about it, but to me, the price of winning, I would rather win because I am not one to where I always want $60 million left in cap room because that means you ain't really doing anything with your roster.
I say screw it, man. This is how I see it. I say go get him. Take a 1-year deal. Take a 1-year, like, you know what I'm saying, like a 1-year payout. Fuck it. Go for broke.
That is personally how I feel. Because if you think about it, even if we do contract extensions, it would be just extensions to after their first deals are done. So say if we extended Dak $27 million, he won't make $27 million to next year. So this year, I'm saying with Zeke, the way the Rams did Zeke Gurley's contract, he doesn't really start seeing that extension to after next season.
Exactly.
I'm like this. Look, this year we're going for it.
I say go for it now because after next year you ain't gonna be able to do this. You ain't gonna have a chance at being able to bring people in and making an impact.
Yep, I'm like this.
Every position that you want to, and still have guys ready. Like, let's say you go get Earl for 1 year, and you pay him something crazy like, I don't know, like what's the safety market?
Like 11, 12 million.
Let's say you pay him like $13-14 million. Or let's say we do that, and he'll take it because he got to take it, obviously. I still go draft the Taylor Rapp or Adderley or one of those guys because now you got a bridge in the gap. I'm still going to draft the tight end. Give a damn Jason Witten back for 1 year.
Yeah, Jason Witten being back means nothing. I'm like this ain't Jason Witten of 07. Now on damn 3rd and 4. Thank you for being back, Jason Witten. Thank you for being back. 4th and 1. Thank you for being back, Jason Witten. But I don't expect Jason Witten to Jason Witten would have been clutch for us that last half of the season.
Yeah, he would have. Shout out to William Pete. He's watching from the UK at 1 a.m. in the morning right now.
Shout out, mate.
And the person he brought up was Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. And the more, I know we did our show on it. I've been hearing higher and higher ratings on Chauncey. So, when I could definitely, he kind of reminds me, his size, he looks like it would just be having 2 X Woodses out there. And both of them are physical, so I wouldn't be pissed off about it if you got Chauncey.
Honestly, I actually trust Wilma Clay in the war room. I may not like it at the surface pick, so I always said I always didn't like the Van Der Esch pick. Then I slept on it today. I said, all right, I am gonna give it a shot.
Yeah, I'm not even front. This is what I'm gonna tell you, because I'm looking at my list for D tackles right now. We can name Dexter Lawrence ass all damn day. They'll never draft Dexter Lawrence. If Dexter Lawrence falls to 58, they ain't drafting him, bro.
Probably not. Probably not.
They're not gonna draft Taylor Rapp at 58. They're gonna draft some dude that we really don't want them to draft. That's okay. Like, for example, like they'll have Dexter. They could have Christian Wilkins and Dexter Lawrence at 58, and they're gonna draft Jeffrey Simmons.
Yeah.
You know, like
yeah,
that's what they do. Yeah, they're gonna draft Sean Gary out of Michigan. They'll have this guy that we want, and they just won't take him, like for some odd reason.
Yeah, I'm about to say they don't never really draft who we want. You're like, Derwin James is there. Go and get him. Go and get him.
No, I had no intention of getting Derwin James at all. No. Even if they fell tonight, even if Derwin fell tonight, they was gonna draft Van Der Esch.
Yeah, because I remember John Jock Taylor early that morning said the damn Cowboys is drafting Leighton Van Der Esch. I said, no, they're not. And the Cowboys drafted Leighton Van Der Esch. That was the guy they wanted.
Well, I'll tell you this much. If damn Derwin James was there and they picked Leighton Van Der Esch, there would have been hell to pay for me, bro. It would have been like I was already pissed. But
yeah, because once he got past like Miami, I said, trade up. But I don't know. Like you said, I want damn Jace Sternberger at damn tight end.
They ain't drafting no damn Jace.
And they gonna go get somebody else. I'm like, what?
They gonna get.
Then he gonna go to like New England and damn.
Look, I still got my notes here. Let me look at the tight ends. Damn, I got a whole bunch of notes here. I do know that they interview Hawkinson. I don't know why they interview Hawkinson.
Because actually, Fant's damn scout combine probably pushed him past Hawkinson in everybody's eyes.
I knew he was going to do that, man. I told you he's a freaking excellent athlete. Look at him. He looked like freaking Keller Winslow Jr. It's bad.
That nut case.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's damn funny. I am seeing mocks and they don't even have Hawkinson in the first round now. I'm like, wow.
What?
I'm like, what?
He won't be in the second long then. But that's
yeah. I'm about to say if damn Hawkinson make it to the second, they actually definitely need to move up.
Not necessarily, because if he make it to the second, then you guys like Sternberger, Irv Smith, those guys will be there. You know what I mean? Like you can actually stand pat.
Because I've been seeing a lot of them burners move up in the first. What's his name from Ohio State?
All these receivers that's doing.
Yeah, I was like this.
That's great for us, dude.
I was like this. He is not a first round receiver. I don't give a damn. He ran a 4-3 run. Paris Campbell. I'm like,
hey,
Paris
mark
Campbell
my
ain't
word,
I'm like, Paris Campbell ain't no damn first round receiver.
Mark my word. Okay. This is gonna be great for us. 3 quarterbacks is going in the first round, dude.
Maybe even 4.
I know.
Because Murray, Haskins, Locke, and the dude from Duke. Those are your 4 that's going. I'm like,
so nobody got love for my man Will Greer?
Who knows? He 5. He may even sneak in there because everybody wants a quarterback.
This is not the quarterback.
It's not.
Oh man, I don't understand. Like I was having a discussion yesterday on my channel about Like, if I'm Arizona, like, would you pick Kyler Murray or would you pick damn Nick Bosa? I'm picking Nick Bosa. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I mean, yeah, the agent is the same agent is the coach's agent, but
who cares? What does that mean?
You're not just a quarterback away. That's what people don't understand. And I'll say it again. I'll say it again for the people listening. If you were just like Russell Wilson, people want to compare him to Russell Wilson. I'll ask you this question. What does Seattle have that Arizona don't have?
Talent.
Bingo. They had a roster set up. They had just come off a playoff win. They were a young team. They beat that Saints team that they were trying to defend for the Super Bowl championship, right? I think.
Yeah, so, that was the Beastquake.
And they did that with damn Charlie Whitehurst at quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Russell was able to come in because I don't know if you remember, Russell was a bus driver at first. He had a great preseason, started out as a bus driver.
Yep, because they damn shocked everybody. They was like, you actually just gave homeboy from Green Bay how much? And damn, you cut him for Russell?
Yep. So, another guy they want to compare him to. Oh, you see what Mahomes did with Kansas City? Playoff team, once again, roster. That offense was explosive. All he did was step in. That's all he did. Mahomes ain't have to take no bumps.
Because all he was a bigger arm than what Alex Smith was.
And a little bit more. I mean, Alex Smith is kind of mobile. So I would say Mahomes is more mobile, but he actually stood in there through more than Alex Smith did.
Yeah.
RPO, he's a little bit better, I think, with handling the football in the RPO style than Alex Smith was. But, I mean, again, what lumps did he have to take? Understand, Kyler Murray at number 1 overall is going to take some lumps in Arizona.
And that Arizona O-line is pure trash.
Yeah.
Pure. Probably them and the Giants got the 2 worst O-lines in the league.
So if they want to go ahead and make that move, go ahead, Arizona, because somebody's going to get a really good quarterback in Rosen. Watch what I tell you. A lot of people might not be high on them now, but keep this in mind. Atlanta wasn't high on Brett Favre either. I bet you they wish they could have that one back, don't you think?
Yeah. They like Chris Chandler, Brett Favre. Oh, shit. 5 MVPs later. Oh, shit. Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of not letting quarterbacks develop, and you just like after 1 year you just decide like I don't give a damn coach or not.
I'm like this. I'm like y'all actually put him with a horrible O-line. I'm like, I damn watched a couple Cardinal games for my fantasy football leagues because I ended up trading for David Johnson, and I'm like, they are terrible.
Yeah,
I'm like, they don't block. They don't. I'm like, they don't block in the passing game. They don't block in the running game. I'm like, they is just 5 guys out there in damn uniform. I'm like this. Rosen threw the ball good when he actually had the time to step up and do it.
Yeah, and he just started building a really good rapport with your man. What the hell is his name from A&M?
Christian Kirk.
Yeah, him and Christian Kirk just started building a rapport. It started looking good. It started looking like that's going to be a pair for a long time. So, you bring in Kyler Murray, you got to bring in the receiver, you got to bring in linemen. Like, I don't know. Like, I just don't think that they thought this whole thing through. If they didn't get rid of Rosen.
They actually got rid of a head coach after 1 year. I'm like, I don't think I would want to be in Arizona. Because to me, they actually want everything big and they're not letting it develop. I'm like, how you going to fire Steve Wilkes after 1 year? You already knew the team was trash the year before. What was he supposed to magically make them 13-3?
Exactly. Who's number 2? San Francisco, right?
Yeah.
So you go ahead and get Kyler Murray. Who you think San Francisco gonna get?
Nick Bosa.
Exactly, because they're not stupid. They're in the same situation. They signed a quarterback to a big deal who got hurt, and they had a first-year head coach. You go ahead and make that mistake. Watch. Everybody gonna be like, damn. It's gonna be like the Michael Jordan draft when they drafted Sam Bowie ahead of him. You can be like, damn, the draft that happened. Arizona Cardinals decided to take Kyler Murray, and then Nick Bosa came in this joint and tore it up.
I'm about to say, because people can talk about his 40 time. I'm like, he damn ran the same thing his brother did him. Look at his brother.
40 don't matter. 40 don't really matter.
Matter for no damn D lineman, because if your D lineman running 40 yards, something bad has happened.
This man can play in the 3-4, which you already have. He can play your DN, or he can play the outside edge. I mean, you pair him up with Chandler Jones, then you're cooking with something. You get what I'm saying? Like, now you start to build an identity. When you're a bad team, that's what you need to start building. And you already got a good running back. I mean, shoot.
Get him some old linemen.
Bingo. You'll be in a position, you get Nick Bosa. You need to get another good lineman. I mean, hey, look. Don't get me started on it, but hey, I mean, it's not my team.
I mean, I am just a regular guy. That is why they pay NFL execs millions of dollars to do dumb shit. But
I just feel like when you have the number one pick, like Houston did a couple years ago, when they took Mario Williams over Reggie Bush, and I'll admit I was one of the people that was like, "What?
Me too,
Reggie." Like Reggie.
Then, like midway through Reggie's second year, I said,
"Yeah,
okay, now I damn understand this."
Yeah, it was a good pick, and
I was like, "This."
Mario Williams was a better player than Reggie Bush was,
and it was a lot of people off that USC team that I had high hopes for. Then when you see him in the league, you say, "Oh, I was so wrong on that." Because I remember in damn 2007, you actually couldn't have told me Dwayne Jarrett wasn't going to be better than Calvin Johnson.
True.
Oh, then you damn see.
The best player off them USC teams got caught for steroids. And the second best player off them USC teams was Steve Smith.
Him and Lindell. Really, him and Lindell was the two best. You damn couldn't have told me Dwayne Jarrett wasn't going to be better than Calvin Johnson. And about midway through preseason, I said, all right.
Receivers are tough, man. Receivers are really tough to judge when you're big and you're not really that good of a route runner. Because
because all he was doing, because all damn lineup was doing was throwing it up.
He was some trash too in the NFL.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. One more topic before we head on out, man, because I got some stuff to do. I got these kids I got to tend to in the back. So we got one more topic. What's the one more topic you want to talk about before we head on out?
I kind of touched on it a little earlier. How do you feel about the D-Law situation?
I'm at the point now where I had to think about it, and a lot of fans are going to disagree with what I'm going to say. I'm going to say it anyway. I kind of think we're going to have to cut ties with him at some point. It don't have to be this year, but it's probably going to have to be after this tag, because I can't see us having 4 big contracts and being able to survive moving forward, because you're going to have guys like Vander Esch coming up. You're going to have guys like Jalen coming up eventually. You know what I'm saying? Like Vander Esch, you got to worry about him like maybe 4 years down the line. But you have to think about that type of stuff when you're signing this deal. And I know that pass rushers don't grow on trees, but that's also why you have this draft. You got some edge guys. We just gonna have to figure it out because I mean, obviously, it's an offensive type of league anyway these days. Pass rush and offense is what wins you games today for the most part. But I mean, somebody willing to give you something for him, you might have to go ahead and take that. What you think?
I am with you, because if they don't get a long-term deal done, but to me, if they don't get a long-term deal done by the second week of April, to me, it's time to start calling teams about them 2 first-round picks. Oh, well, say first and the second. Like, because he's not going to be happy. He's already said he's not getting shoulder surgery, which even if he gets a long-term deal, he is going to be on PUP. He might even start the season on PUP. So we just gave you $20 million to miss 6 games.
Yeah. And then we ain't getting no value out of you after you miss those games.
Because now you got to play back in the playing shape, which is going to be like a month. I'm like, so we actually just really messed this first season up on this deal.
Yeah.
I'm like, would I love for him to come back? Sure, but it is time. We actually can't love everybody.
We can't. You're right. Some of these guys got to go.
I'm like this because I feel the same way with how I've said with Byron Jones. Byron, I like you, but I don't like
I don't love you. I don't love Byron.
I'm like, I don't like you at 17 a mil a year for the next 6 years.
Hell no.
I don't. Even with DeMarcus Lawrence, I really like you, Tank, but not at 19 million for the next 6 years.
Nah.
You don't bring me 19 mil a year.
When I'm thinking of a pass rusher that I'm going to pay that type of money, like, think about this. When D. Ware got his money, he earned his money. You get what I'm
Because D. Ware was getting 20 sacks.
He not getting 20 sacks. You ain't getting 20 sacks, bro.
Because even last year when he had 14 and a half, he damn got him quick. Then like the last half of the season, he got like 2 sacks.
You know why? Because David Irvin came back, and David Irvin is better than him. I don't care what anybody says. As far as talent goes, David Irvin was probably our best defensive player, if he's not a nutcase.
And I personally think Randy Gregory's better than Marcus Lawrence.
I think he was heading there. That's why I was saying we needed to sign him, but he couldn't stay off the weed. I was trying to get him for the cheap, and I saw him turning the corner and getting there. A lot of people are going to disagree. And I'm not just saying this because he wants $19 million. I always thought David Irvin was a better player when he's out there on the field. And if you say any different, like, you can't. I don't know. Maybe I'm nuts, but David Irvin was the only one that I really like. If they would have put him at end like that Lawrence was at, he was unblockable. But even him, if he was healthy and off the weed and all that stuff, I don't even think I'm paying him $19 million.
No, now Aaron Donald, he's worth 19. He's worth 19 because why? Because Aaron Donald's giving you back-to-back 20 damn sack seasons. I damn have no issues with that. I'm like, hey, pay the man. And I don't even think the Cowboys would have damn have issues with that. Because if you listen to them talk, I'm talking about Zeke's contract, whatever damn Todd Gurley has, we're going to have to go above that.
We have to. We have to.
Why? Because they believe he's worth that. Even with Dak, if damn Dak wants $27 million a year, we're going to give Dak $27 million a year. The Marcus Lawrence, they damn feel, can you give us 13, 14? You want 20? We can do 13, 14. We can't do 20. They aren't even asking those questions from Zeke. They was like, you want to be that?
So you
What?
see this
What
blank
you
piece of
want?
paper right here?
Write your number.
Write it down right here. Would you?
Right.
Would you?
Write your number. Cause why Zeke makes that impact? Because Zeke impacts the offense and he impacts the defense.
Absolutely. So I'm with you on that. Like, there's no doubt in my mind, and I was kind of questioning it, but I always knew it was gonna get done. I say no 4 deals because it's gonna be Dak, Cooper, and Zeke get the deals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you thinking about receiver money, what the hell are they gonna have to pay Amari? Because you gotta keep Dak comfortable and you gotta keep Zeke, you gotta keep the people, you gotta keep that extra person out the box.
And that is then why they're gonna find the tight end. Which is why I think tight end is gonna be the first pick. Cause they're gonna do everything to keep Dak happy. And the only person they probably are gonna come in a conjugate paying is probably Michael Gallup if he keeps developing.
And
they're like,
great thing that you drafted him. Great thing that you drafted him because that's one less position you have to worry about. I'm not worried about our receiver core right now. And for the first time in a long time, I'm not worried about it because I know it's going to shake its way out.
I'm like, as long as people stay healthy, we're good. And I'm like, with D-Law, if I am quite sure Steven is saying, hey, look, somebody want to give us a first for him. Okay, I would make that deal. I don't even care which first. It damn could be the 32nd pick. If damn New England called to say we'll give you the 32nd pick for DeMarcus Lawrence, deal done. Send over the paperwork.
Okay, so CT Cowboys says, fellas, we've been begging for a solid defense for years. Now that we have D-Law and you don't want to re-sign him, Dak needs to be re-signed too. But personally, I pay for D-Law without setting the market. What do you think about that comment?
D-Law wants to reset the market. He already said he wants Khalil Mack and Aaron Donald money. To me, he's not Khalil Mack or Aaron Donald.
Not close, in my opinion. Not close.
I mean, and this isn't me saying I just want D-Law gone. I would love to have him back, but I don't want to pay him as the top defensive lineman in the league because I don't feel he's that.
Me either. I do think that for me, you got to ask why we have that defense now. Why is the defense a solid one? It's because of who you had come in, Chris Richard. I have that much faith. And then you look at what New England's been able to do. How many defensive guys are they paying?
Nobody.
Every time they have a defensive guy like D-Law, what do?
Flip him for a pick.
Thank you. Now, maybe you might have a defense that's, you know what I'm saying, 1 year, but then they normally get it back together. You know what I'm saying? They know, you know why they get it back together? Because they used them damn picks that they got and matured. They matured. And then they mature the guy again. That guy gets to where D-Law is. They flip his ass. And then they start the cycle all over again.
It's all those picks, and they go and get a player they want. All right. Okay, we actually got 2 seconds. Hey, we already know y'all ain't going to pick up his 50 options. Bring him on over to us. And then we're going to use him for 3 years.
Oh, they say Darrelle Revis. Shit, we got $18 million or whatever to pay you 1 year. Come on over here and win you a Super Bowl.
Yeah. All right, damn Tampa. Here's a third round pick we got.
So I mean, that's what we're saying. That's how I feel about D-Law at this point. I don't think that like all the other guys that we're talking about right now. Like I don't know if Amari is a generational player right now, but when Dak's career is said and done, he has the accolades right now that you could probably go back and say, "Hey, I remember when Dak Prescott was the quarterback of the Cowboys." Zeke Elliott, when you go back, you're gonna say, damn, Zeke put in some damn good ass years with the Cowboys. You remember with Zeke? I'll ask anybody these questions. Do you remember when Leroy Glover was running shit for us? Most people don't. Or Dan Nguyen? I'm just naming the best players on our defense.
And actually, Leroy Glover is better than DeMarcus Lawrence.
And they got rid of his ass too. I mean, they signed him off of a deal, but I'm just saying.
But I honestly, people might be mad at this comment. I would rather have Earl Thomas at than $15 million a year than I would DeMarcus Lawrence.
Me too. That's not crazy. It's not to say that we can find somebody that's gonna come in and replace Tank. Probably not gonna happen. I do understand that he's our best pass rusher that we have right now.
But because actually to me, go back to 2014. Who actually led the league? Who actually led us in sacks that season? And then with how many? And then we was 12-4 with Janky played away from being an NFC championship.
Shit, 2014?
Exactly.
Fuck.
You don't remember who? How about?
Damn, was it the guy that went to the Redskins? It was the 3-tech. See, but look, I can't even remember his name.
And how about in 2016? Who damn led us in sacks at 13-3? It wasn't D-Law. It was that player from damn Oakland who damn we traded a 6th-round pick for. So us having a 15-16 sack guy lately doesn't really mean nothing.
Yeah, you're right. Who's to say that Dorrance Armstrong won't develop into something? Because we kind of put the cap on him last year. How do you know that Taco won't become what D-Law became? Because D-Law didn't start out as this D-Law that we know right now.
It took him 3 seasons.
It did. So,
and this ain't even hating on D-Law. If D-Law suits up this year, I will be very happy.
Absolutely. I'm just talking about for the future, like 4 contracts. It's going to be 4 big market contracts, 4 top 5 deals.
And that isn't even counting Zach Martin, Travis Frederick, and Tyron Smith, who already set the market for their positions.
And rightfully so, because they are the very best at their positions.
And they're going to probably have to take a pay cut because they're going to want to keep the team together. And they're going to eventually, we will trade this guaranteed salary and the signing bonus because it ain't no need to be a good O-line with nobody who can throw the ball and then run it.
Valid point, man. But shoot, we're going to end on that note, man. We had a great audience tonight. My man Mark Holmes ducked his head in for a little bit. I asked about Earl Thomas. We kind of answered that already. Joseph Sandberg, always a favorite. He shows up every time, and he always throws out some names of people that are late people, like that are going to be late draft picks. So I really appreciate that because I can always go back and look at them. William Pete from the UK. Let's see who else. Them Boys 27. CT Cowboys, Steve Mack, 23 is always a pleasure. Ben CJ just jumped in. Kathy just jumped on. Kathy Green. Yeah, we talked about all that, Kathy. We about to head on off. But yeah, we talked about that. We talked about that guy. I think it was Jeffrey Simmons. Yeah. So we're going to head on out, guys. Appreciate you for coming by. Make sure you come by next week. We're going to be talking DNs, right?
Yeah, we'll do DNs.
Yeah, next week we're going to be doing DNs, all right? So make sure, hopefully you guys got a lot out of it today. With Cowboys, there's always news and everything. So appreciate you guys for tuning in. Peace.
Lord knows what'll be it next week.
Yes, sir.
I'm just like, oh man, I don't know.
Yep. All right, everybody. Peace.